Hey there everyone, Andrew Lopez of Park Channel OC. We are here at a very, very awesome spot, my favorite place to eat in Southern California, the Southern California staple, Wahoo's Fish Taco. And I have one of the co-founders, one of the originators, Wing Lamb, here with us. Wing, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
For being on the show. This is honestly one of my favorite places to eat. It always has been, always will be. The vibe. We're here at the original location on Placentia Avenue in Costa Mesa. It's been here since 1988. And we're very happy to have Wing on the show. Wing, thanks again for having us, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, not bad for a couple of Asian kids that grew up in Brazil, all the way, far, far from home. And here we are in America, living the dream. And it's like, hey, why not? Let's have a little fish taco place.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's been a fun journey. 30 years now. Me and my brothers Ed and Mingo, got started right here where Billabong used to be, which is now Early. Down the street used to be Quicksilver. They moved to HB. Now it's Oakland. This was the mecca for the surf industry in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you really capitalized on that area, right?
Oh yeah, we did. You can see all the stickers. You can see still, we got some of the original stickers from way back 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
They're all over. Some of them are covered up by the newer ones. But this was the hub before companies moved to Irvine, Huntington Beach and other parts. But this is where everybody came.
That's amazing. You've created such a cool culture, with the stickers on the wall and just the surf, the snow, the skate. The vibe here at Wahoo's has always been a fan favorite and really stood out here in Orange County. So Wayne, why, you and your brothers, why fish tacos?
Well, one of the things that, they want you to do is like in business is like have a unique offering, right? And not that fish tacos are new, but in California, relatively speaking, it was new. It was always like maybe hidden in the menu somewhere, but it was not like the main staple of a restaurant. Everybody did carnitas, steak, chicken, and all the other things. And we thought, hey, from all the trips surfing in Mexico, why not have a signature fish taco?
Yeah.
And that's what we did. Let's make that our main focus. And literally half of the menu is fish every day.
Wow. That's so cool just to have that idea to say, you know what, let's make fish the forefront.
Yeah.
As you said, it's big in Mexico, being from, Hispanic family.
Yeah.
Fish tacos are always a big thing, but to have that as the forefront in a restaurant, that still was unheard of back then, right?
No, back then it was basically an afterthought. I hate to say it, like in Mexico, it was basically the unknown fish, because that's why they deep fried, because you really, didn't know what it really was. It was what they called, the accidental catches.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about sharks, all the things that necessarily they couldn't sell in the market. This is, well, still fillet, it's great fish.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the 80s, people weren't really eating fish, shark and some of these other, accidental catches.
Yeah.
So they would fillet it, deep fry it, and they taste amazing. And I thought, that's a great idea, but what if, you just took the mainstays, like the mahi-mahis, the wahoos, and, the tunas, and made tacos out of those. They're even better. But it's still, all fish tacos are amazing.
Yeah. No, it's what I eat here. It's one of my favorite things to eat here. So, main question for you is, how does Wahoo's value partnership in your business?
Well, I look at it as if it wasn't for the surf industry embracing us, this would have never been. This would have been just another taco shop. But the fact that we went out, actively pursued them, they pursued us, and we basically said, hey, what are you doing at your events? What are you doing at your trade shows? What are you doing at your video premieres? And they said, what do you need? I said, well, how come you guys don't have food? And they're like, we're doing a surf contest. This is about surfing. I'm like, yeah, but don't people get hungry? And they're like, not a bad idea. So we said, why don't we come in and see if we can make, the surf contest just a little bit more memorable, like, a baseball game or football game. And nobody thought of it because they're like, man, it's just, after the surfing, you just go home. And goes, well, don't you guys gotta give out awards, do all that? I go, yeah. It goes, well, what if we serve lunch right around that time? They're like, well, if you want to come down and do it, it's a great idea, but we don't have a real budget for it. I'm like, well, let's figure it out. We can maybe barter, create a partnership. You make clothes, I need clothes. And that's how the beginning got started. And we were basically bartering, trading, and people needed to eat. And it's not one of those that they were starving, but, they were going to have to wait a long time before they could actually eat after surfing.
Yeah.
So when we literally lifted those grills and literally crossed the sand to the water's edge where the surf contest was going on, people looked at them as, who are these people? They're either crazy or really smart.
Yeah.
So it turned out we were pretty smart.
And that's amazing. And starting off on the beach there and having the location here in 1988, how many locations does Wahoo's have?
We have 63 locations.
63 across the country?
Across the country. We're getting ready to open New Jersey in a few weeks, and we have one overseas in Japan.
Oh, That's right.
Yeah.
Very excited for that. That's so cool. So, what you created here, Wing, and what you and your brother created is phenomenal. As I've said before, this is my opinion and everyone else out here's opinion. This is one of the Southern California staples here, Wahoo's Fish Taco. So come check it out. This is the place to be if you're down the street surfing here in Costa Mesa, or if you're in the locations. This is the place to grab lunch, bring your family, bring your friends. This is the vibe. And Wing, thank you so much for sharing your story, man. This is awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Very happy to have you on the show, and cheers to what you've created and what is still to come here at Wahoo's Fish Taco.
Yep.
Alrighty, cheers everybody.